Hello, it is June 22nd, 2025, Sunday, doing something I've never done before on a video, and that is rune reading. I am still a newbie with runes. I did buy these wooden runes like 3 years ago, but I haven't used them much. But I'm still gonna trust what I see. I may not. I'm probably gonna miss things that maybe you or someone that knows runes better can see and maybe get something out of this video, or just see how, dumb I'll sound. Whatever. I'm gonna tell you what I did here, my own little thing, I think. And yeah, tell you about this setup, and then go through the book. So well, first what I did was I was thinking about this dark amber. For some reason I was like, yeah, I did make a video doing the first video. This is my third video. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna post that one. Let me make another one. And then I pulled out these cards here, and I'm like, I gotta think about it a little more. And here's a third video. So yeah, so what I did in the first video, okay, so I already had this, well, before I started recording, I had this rutilated quartz crystal obelisk in the center, right? And then I have these Futhark 24 runes plus an extra blank rune or blank slab, and I just took some. I felt like I took a little too much at first, but maybe I should have taken that. I don't know. No, okay, we're gonna trust this. And then I let it go, and yeah, all but this one went out of view. So I'm going to tell you how it was, and then yeah. So okay, I'm going to talk about the setup. So okay, I did that, and then I pulled a card each, one for each rune from the Enchanted Spell Oracle, and then I pulled it for this, and this, right? And then I don't have a book or anything to, and I, like I said, I don't even know, like, I had to, like, see, like, what is this rune? Okay, this one's Issa. What does Issa mean? And then I got the cards, and then I found the cards, and yeah, and then I kind of showed what it said in this book, and these animals, I think it's just what the author decided to put. I don't think they're really associated with the runes, but yeah. So yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so the only one that stayed in view was this one, Manas, and it stayed like that, flipped over, just like that. All right, so I'm going to take that one as the first one. And the second one, Fehu, it was just a little off. It was like maybe 2 inches over here, right? And then Issa was like over here. I had this, and then it was kind of like this, like kind of standing a little. Should also say that this was upside down like that, and this one also, and also this one. So this one was way on the floor, probably like I don't know, like about two, let's just say 3 feet away on the ground, over this way. Okay, so this way, I think I might have read that this is a ticking, I'm not really sure, but I'm kind of doing like a wheel thing. I'm going to say this east, west, north, and south. That's what I'm going to say. I was thinking maybe west after I initially said, but then I'm like illumination. Okay. That I take illumination as being east. So we'll keep it like that. Okay. Yeah, so this one was also upside down, and I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say it was like that, right? And I'm gonna say again, I'm a newbie. But how I see them right now, it's kind of like the human design chart. Like the ones flipped up are like the black lines, conscious, and the ones like that are unconscious, right? Like it's still playing, but you need like the connector to make a channel or kind of like that. So yeah, that's how I'm kind of seeing it. So these three here are like unconscious, but like still in the field somehow. This one's way out. This one's joy. We need to pull that up. And this one is conscious. And it's funny because this one, let's go right into the book, was saying something like this can help with all the others. So I thought that was kind of weird because it's the only one that was flipped up, and I'm not sure what term you use. It's the only one that was, this one says reverse, but, you know, they're cards. So I can't be like, oh, I'm not sure if we say that with Rune, like, oh, this one was reversed. But let me go into, I'm going to try to make this fast. It's getting dark. I did do this morning, the first two videos, and then it's like almost 8 o'clock, and the sun's going down up here in the northern hemisphere. Let me see. So Mana's Meerkat, page 40. So I'm not even looking at the number. I don't know. Okay, so this one's Mana's, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be saying these right. Then there's the card from the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. Okay, and there's the description. And so I did do a little bit of video watching. I said this one's man or mind, and has to do with money, usually, I guess, paper money, having a rational mind. So that is somehow going to, and then this one I heard is also like wealth, but it's usually more like with materials, not money, not paper wise, and it's cattle. Yeah, and then Isa ice, and then Wunjo is what, joy. Okay, so there's that. This is a little bit of sunlight. Yeah, each individual contributes their own strength to the betterment and success of the clan and society. Lessons learned by one generation are then passed down to those that follow, continuing to strengthen and protect the clan. As much as Rune represents a rational mind and intelligence rather than emotion and instinct. When you're presented with this rune, it's time to leave emotions behind and return to the rational. This is a time for the mind, memory, and learning. Humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, learning. Use this rune as an aid to access the collective unconscious of Earth and humanity. Draw in the sand at the beach or in the dirt when force base to aid in the unconscious. Okay, that's where I was thinking about these other being like unconscious. I'm not really sure how to take it, because I guess there's like some can have like kind of a negative, and you know, like being too rational can, you know, like yeah, what was it recently? You have to balance the rational and like the intuitive mind, experience for wisdom, blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm gonna still be thinking about this, like, because you don't want to be rational to where you're in that you know, the system, but maybe, okay, yeah, so, okay, I'm going to go to the card next from the Enchanted Spell. What I found interesting was the moon, and this card, moon, it looked like half the cards had moons, but out of these cards, this one is the only one that has a moon. and moon is mind in Vedic astrology, and Taurus. And it's right now it's in Taurus. I just checked before I started recording. It says 29 degrees Taurus, Vedic Taurus, conjunct Uranus. And also Venus is in Taurus. Maybe that's Mars. Mars, I think, just went into Virgo, but it's still in Leo if you look up at the sky. So, and it's, yeah. So, yeah, this goes together because maybe this looks confusing, but yeah. So the Manas went with the Innocent card. Here, let me, Innocent. And I'm going to just, I thought it was kind of strange because 3 of these cards have I, and then a P. Integrity, Innocence, Illumination, and I'm like, what is this deck full of eyes? But it, what was it, 6 cards? So I was like, that's kind of, especially if you're talking about mine, I guess this could be also ego, I don't know, just working on being conscious, mindful, I don't know, of these things. So, Innocence, page 50. So there's Innocence. And symbolizes summer meadows, happy-go-lucky days. Enjoying being surrounded by nature in a wooden glen, dressed in soft pink. She meditates. I got mostly fruits and flowers. Sits above the priestess sits a crescent moon surrounded by stars in the night sky. Her mind is pure and light, and she embodies the essence of innocence and goodness. And then this reminded me of the Chariot card. The maybe something with that. Yeah, so mushrooms. Maybe pink. Yeah, in the last reading, we had Ben, and it said he, what was it, Ben or the next card? I don't know, but it's something about pink. So that might be, or like a heart, higher heart chakra or something. Pink. So yeah, pink. And about the directions, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. So east, 1 west over here. So if you see them as challenges, maybe something in the east is iced and needs to, and it was kind of like this. So, okay, I'll get there. But anyway, so this would be like kind of like southeast. I could see this as like you and what's, yeah. Okay, let's just go on the next one. So it's been 13 minutes, it looks like. Let me go to Fehu. So Fehu was just a little off view. And so this one's Fehu. These are oak, it said online there were oak runes. And the thing that was interesting about this is it talks about gold, and in this card there's gold. Also maybe in this card, but not as much. So I thought, yeah, even the cards, these enchanted spell oracle cards go with the, so what, Fehu's the first, is Fehu the first one? Yeah. So it's the first. So yeah, I didn't know that. I'm still learning, you know, the first 8 and then the next 8 and then the... So here's Fehu. The hardworking and energetic red squirrel holds aloft her golden acorn, a lucky discovery after successful foliage. It takes effort, but she's richly rewarded and her family's well fed. Be careful of hoarding all her nuts in one place. Her treasures are safer when spread around a little. Fehu is a high energy rune. It brings luck and fortune. First rune speaks of beginnings, movable property like money or possessions, prosperity, achieved through your own efforts, indicate financial security, successful business property, sign of hope and plenty, success and happiness, health, luck, abundance, energy, fertility. And the negative or reverse is an indication a price must be paid either for the changed circumstances or happiness. It can also reference some sort of failure. This is a good rune for attracting abundance. Use moon, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and I also saw that, yeah, these two can go together. So I forget. I think I said this was more community. So it could be like wealth of the community, or so like these two can be like good together, but this one was flipped. So, and protection. So I'm kind of thinking just trust, you know, you're protected, you have what you need. And there's protection. You are protected by higher force when you draw this card, as well as taking physical security measures to keep your house safe. The added reassurance of psychic protection goes a long way in making you and your home feel secure. So yeah, that goes. Guardianship, sanctuary, safekeeping, bay leaves. Yeah, and like I said, it did talk about gold, right? Because I thought golden. Well, this is a golden acorn, but yeah. So I thought, and that's northeast, and I was like seeing the wings as, and both these cards have mushrooms about wealth, so maybe something with that. Let's go to Isa, this rune here that landed like okay, so it's right here, so maybe like yeah, I don't know if it matters, but there's Isa, and I'm gonna say it landed like that. And what was interesting was, see the snowflakes, and look, this card, look, and she looks kind of icy, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I think they said that was a Star of David in the book. Yeah, and then she was like, not she, this was like kind of standing up, kind of like that. And I was like thinking like there's something that's like in like kind of indecisive, trying to flip. And like she has like some sort of scale thing going on. I think this is Sullivan. I don't look into that stuff, but some kind of, and also I know the 7th, like if you take this as like the 7th house in it's Libra. So I mean, you could see like that too, Libra, and this might be Taurus maybe. This one possibly Capricorn, which is also, and this one that fell way on the floor, maybe same, maybe Taurus. Yeah, anyways, so yeah, the sun, it looks like the sun, yeah, I just see a little bit of, but yeah, the sun just went down. 1904, it's probably right about, it's probably like 7:55 or something. So I'm going to Isa Ice. Yeah, like I said, I'll be thinking more about this. And then I'm be like, oh, stupid, I didn't notice this or that. Stillness, self-control, focus, stability, stasis. And this card talks about integrity. Isa not only sounds like the word ice, it also means ice and is a symbol of I, or the self. And that's, I noticed the eyes. In many Northern European cultural traditions, ice is a formative element and the essence of all things. A strong rune, element of danger, face inward, quiet. The inward facing, quieting stillness can lull you to sleep, and the bitter cold sleep can bring death. Oh, that's not pleasant. The message of Isa is one of finding inner strength, reliance, self-awareness, and self-acceptance. It halts activity until a change is made, whether from within or without. Like I said, this one was like kind of like, what do I do? So, yeah, egotism, blindness, self-centeredness, dullness. Keywords, oh yeah, I already said that. Is a soothing rune for times of distress. It combines very effectively with meditation to quiet the mind and calm the emotions. And yeah, go with like self-observation, like integrity. Let's go into integrity. Oh, I just went right to it. Honor, principles, ethics. Ivy card. Bring growth, understanding, and renewal. Yeah, ivy, elder, holly, oak, sage, rowan, and almond blossom. Star of David enclosed within a golden sapphire. 2 scales in each hand, both perfectly balanced, symbolizing wise and measured thought when making important decision. Inside of these scales sits the Star of Solomon, a talisman said to bring astuteness and wise acceptance to the wearer. Surrounded by Latin words. I'm going to butcher this. Omni modus sapientius. All manner of wisdom. And the card appears. Your honor and moral principles are in limelight. Only you know in your heart if you are acting with the best possible intention. Guided by personal ethics principles is not always the easiest path, but is one that brings the most rewards. Do what you feel is right in this situation, not what others want you to do. Be guided by your values, and don't forget that the honesty and virtue you display has far-reaching implications within the spiritual realm as well as in the physical world. Integrity and earth, and then there's a following practices will help you find your true north. Yeah. Last one, Wenjo. This pay. And with that, the illumination card just I forget if there was something to that I saw, but yeah, so they kind of go because they're both happy, but they were way on the floor, so I'm thinking that we have to bring in here. Okay, so let me go to what it says in this little book. So that one is the 8th one. So it's the last of the first 8. And why can't I find it? There we go. Yeah, see, and then it goes to the next. So here we have the hummingbird. I did see a hummingbird this morning. It flew in front of me and said hi. It didn't really say hi, but okay. The hummingbird is joyful as he dances in between the flowers. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. He dances his dance surrounded by jewel-like flashes of his friends and family. Ecstatic energy, most welcome rune in a reading. It has a certain bittersweetness as a final rune of the first, I don't know how to say that word, bringing the whisper of change or a shift, like the first rays of a sunset after a perfect day. You can expect joy, fellowship, and harmony, well-being, love, prosperity, and fulfillment. In reverse, a warning, message of caution, alienation. Yeah, I don't like hearing that. Joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, prosperity. This is a wonderful rune for health and happiness. Spells, sprinkle a ground vanilla pot in the shape of the rune on your warm morning drink. All right, and let's get to illumination. Illumination, the last eye. So we had I, P, I, I. The three eyes. As perfect timing, the sun will be down. I mean, it is down, but it's going to be dark in here soon. So, and this is a sage card. Cleanse energy. Okay, we know. Cultures around the world. Okay. Known to provide insights by stimulating the third eye chakra. Depicts priestess of illumination, a young woman with rainbow flowing from her heart chakra. She's flanked by two stylized sage bushes. Oh, and then it reads, I am sending you light, even now. Shine on, beautiful ones. You are loved. When a card appears, it's time to bring more light into your life. This can be more on a physical or energetic level. An excellent way to start is to imagine yourself filled with bright white light. I was talking about that in the last reading, the Shift Oracle reading. Whenever you think of it, you may want to purify your homes energetically. See below. Now, also mentioned in the last reading, stale and dense energy can become trapped and brewed in nooks and crannies, and you will want to flush it out. Eliminate the corners of your house and brighten your life with the following house cleansing spell. I don't really yeah, I've never really done spells, rituals. I mean, like, just pulling this out or burning sage and doing, like, that's kind of all. So, I can't be, like, but, yeah. I mean, maybe I'll try one of these things one day. I did pull sage, like, a couple months ago that I think gave me some sort of experience. So, yeah. So, still big on cleaning. So, yeah. Am I missing anything? I always say that. But if I was, yeah, I may bring it up in a future video or put it in the comments or whatever. I did see before I pushed play that, like, on one video it had showing the first 8, and then it had manas and then fehu here. So, yeah, I don't, maybe that means something. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.